Welcome to Go Team Score Points, a podcast that started because the news is a lot and maybe the small distraction of sports will fix everything. It won't, but it's something. In today's episode, we go over some current events and the Nuggets Celtics game in Boston. It's our best episode yet.
That's true. It was a great game.
I watched the first half.
Okay.
And it was like neck and neck.
I watched the second half and it was more neck and neck.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Completing watching an entire game.
Yeah. On a basketball podcast.
Wow.
It's incredible. It's incredible. What do you have for current events?
Well, listen, last week my current event was, oh my God, the Nuggets. And that's still the comment because it goes from like they beat the 76ers last week. And what's funny is the players came up with the nickname because the starters were all out with injuries. All 5 starters plus like the 6th man. All
is that actually true? All 5 start. Wow. Wow.
So the people who played they called themselves the Grand Rapids Nuggets because they were all like two-way players.
Yeah. And we get that joke on this podcast.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they weren't all two-way players, but it was all like, they were all non-starters and they won. And I saw a clip of David Adelman talking to the team in the locker room after, and he like got teary. He was like, this is the best basketball I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so great. I didn't see that clip.
Oh, it was really sweet. But like, I gotta wonder, I saw chatter on Reddit, like that Michael Malone never played Peyton Watson, never gave him time to develop. But then someone was like, well, if you compare last year and this year, it's like the same amount of minutes. But I don't know if that was like, I don't know what variables were involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Right. When in the game he was playing or
like, are you comparing the first 4 months of, of the season or like the entire, I don't know. Reddit's not like science-based necessarily.
A journal.
Yeah. So whatever. Yeah. So, and then they lost really bad to the Nets. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what happened there. I did not follow up. I just saw the score and was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm sort of coming back to like I wonder if this is a net positive for them. It's
got to be. Just the confidence of like, look what you did and look what you're doing without Jokic.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, they lost a game, but
yeah. And who knows how this will end up? They beat the Celtics and they beat the 76ers. But so like their seeding probably will not be. I'm guessing they would not have lost to the Nets were he playing.
Right.
But their seeding might be a little lower than it was going to be, but
okay.
Which is not so good. But the Peyton Watsons of the world, the Spencer Joneses, these guys who
Jalen Pickett.
Yeah. And I had forgotten that. That's a good point. But Michael Malone sort of famously was like didn't play people in whom he didn't have confidence.
Right.
So, and it's an interesting thing. Like I wonder why. I mean, obviously he wants, the obvious dumb answer is that he wants to win. But like the big picture wise, like why wouldn't he try to find a way to develop those guys? I don't know. I don't know. But I had forgotten that. That's a really good point. I wonder what he would have done. And then even more, like as a teacher and a parent, like what would it have been like in the Nuggets locker room in a game where Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Jokic, and whoever else weren't playing? I wonder if he just would have been like, you guys suck. This is a lost cause.
Right.
Right. As opposed to like trying to coach him up and be positive. Yeah. I don't know what David Adelman's like either.
Right.
But
seems nice.
Yeah, he does seem nice. I mean, how you see some teachers or parents that are just like a sort of, how do I want to say it? They try to bring their kids or students like down to let them know that they're not good enough and they need to get better versus trying to build them up or whatever. I don't know. I wonder about that.
The other thing that they have that they have a little more of now, I think, is like Jokic isn't playing, but the announcers were talking about how he is like coaching, like he is talking to the players, like coaching them, giving them advice. Like he's there on this. Yeah. What did I say?
No, you did.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was there.
He's there. Yeah.
Oh, in the Boston game, I never saw him.
I mean, maybe not at that one, but they showed a clip of him on the sidelines, like in his civilian clothes, like just talking to P. Watt. That's what they're calling him. Yeah.
Watt.
Yeah. Watt. I have one more current event.
Yeah, go.
Okay. So last night I was talking to August and I was like, what do you know about Hunter Tyson? And he was like, he said a few things. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I think he's got a girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, he's married to Isabella Cook. just got married. He was like, okay, imagine if, you're learning all this stuff about basketball, but you're learning about like who's dating who. Imagine if you learned about the game and then you could watch me play and tell me things to make me better. And I was like,
he asked for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, oh, wow. Okay. So here's what I was thinking. And I just thought of this like, I don't know, last night, this morning, since I've seen him. Like he plays the position of big, right? This is what my advice would be to him. And I imagine this is like very obvious advice.
Okay.
So you tell me before I float it
Okay.
in. So he plays the big position.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah.
Big is a little bit of a catch-all for a few positions.
Oh crap. I don't know. I don't know his position.
This is why we're talking.
Okay.
This is why we're talking. So you're not wrong. The formal positions in a basketball team.
He's the center, right?
Yes, are there are two guards who are not
1, 2.
Yeah, and they also do it with numbers 1 and 2.
And he's 3, right? The center is 3?
Center's 5.
Duh!
Yeah, center's 5. It's okay. This is why we're doing this. The center's 5. We're not talking about ice. We're talking about basketball. The two forwards, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Small forward, power forward.
Oh, yeah.
Then 5 is the center.
Oh.
Big is like usually talking about the power forward and the center, maybe depending on the big is usually talking about the 4 and the 5.
Mm.
So
I think he's the center.
He probably is the center. Yeah. So he's a big, but you wouldn't say he plays the position of big.
Oh, here's what I think for him as a center and as a big.
Yeah.
The other team fouls him a lot.
Yeah.
They're like always just hanging on him. I would think that the advice I would give him is like, just focus so much on your free throws.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, really get really good at those.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get fouled all the time.
Yeah.
So like make them not want to foul you because you're so good at free throws.
Right.
Is that obvious advice? Or is that like, wow, that person must have a basketball podcast. She's really analytical about that game.
So we've been doing this a year and a half.
Yeah.
And your big takeaway is like make a lot of free throws. That's it. That is not really obvious advice, but I doubt that's what he's looking for. I bet he's more.
Let's go wake him up.
But yeah, I bet he's more looking for like during the game strategic stuff that would work. I bet he's more looking for strategies like go under that screen, like on defense.
That's
or like
maybe a couple years down the road.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
So there's one more current event.
I bet.
Which is Trae Young.
I don't know anything about this.
Do you know who he is? He played point guard for the Hawks.
Yes, I remember.
What's his name? Bickerstaff? Is that the coach?
Well, he just has. He has the glasses.
The glasses. That team.
Yeah.
So Trae Young. Sometimes in sports. I'm going to start as many sentences in the most pretentious ways that I can today. Sometimes in sports, people get really famous for like a very specific run or a very specific like week or two. And so Trae Young in, I think 2021, maybe took the Atlanta Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. He like had a great playoff run there. When you look back at it, it like wasn't actually it was great, but like the teams that they played to get to the finals had like really bad injury luck and stuff, which happens in the NBA. But so Trae Young got like very famous-ish off like this run that he had in the playoffs that year. He was an all-star, I think maybe the year after that. So like good career. But if you look at like his actual numbers recently, like not shooting the ball particularly well over the last few seasons. He's been injured some. Apparently kind of difficult to play with, not in like a personality sense, but like he needs the ball. Like he needs to have the ball, and it's like hard to just the whole team kind of needs to fit around him. Mm-hmm. So the Hawks are supposed to be really good this year. They signed Porzingis. Porzingis has been hurt.
What?
I know, crazy. But so there was a lot of talk about like, okay, and the Hawks, I think when Trae Young has played this year are like 2-8 or something like that. Really not good. He got hurt. They got a little better. Oh. And which is always like,
minus, yeah.
Yeah. And he's eligible for an extension, I think maybe already. And the Hawks hadn't given it to him. And it was this season was kind of this like, okay, what are we going to do with Trae Young? They have some good younger players than him. So anyway, last week they traded him to the Wizards.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So this was kind of like the first, big name-ish trade during this season. The Hawks got back this guy, CJ McCollum, and somebody else. Like no draft picks were exchanged in this trade.
Yeah.
Just kind of interesting. Like
they got him back from the Wizards. Is that how
CJ? Yeah,
it was
CJ
like a trade?
Yeah, CJ. And there's one other guy in that trade who I can't remember who it is. CJ McCollum's a good player. So the Hawks now have these guys. There are some people wondering like why exactly both of these teams did this. Like the Wizards are young and they're bad, but they're like exciting. There are a few guys on their team who are like who have the potential to be really good. There's this guy Alex Sarr who's like been fantastic, and again because like I said, Trae Young needs the ball when he plays. So it's a little bit like, okay, but how are these young Wizards players going to keep developing if all of a sudden you've signed this guy who like everyone just needs to fit in around him instead of exploring who they are as players? I mean, the flip side of that is like the Wizards really didn't give that much up to get him. There was a time like a year ago or something like that where Trae Young would have been like, you would have had to give up first round draft picks and good players and stuff just to get him back. And his value has dipped so much that the Wizards didn't have to do that. So they're kind of taking a chance to see if he can be good. He has a player option for next year, meaning like this offseason, if he wants to, he can just say, yes, I want to sign up for this last year of my contract, which is worth like a lot of money, like in the 30-ish million dollars. This is all a very long way of saying like a little bit confusing why the Wizards did this.
Yeah.
My thinking is that he's probably not actually going to play that much this year. He's been like a little bit hurt, and the Wizards really do need to be bad. Like they need another good draft pick, and having an injured guy who's getting paid a lot of money is a good way to be bad.
Yeah.
And then hopefully they'll get a good draft pick. They may just let him play out next year, like next season on his contract. At the end of that contract, like that money, the money basically gets freed up. Like they aren't committed to paying him $40 million in next year, which means they have $40 million to spend underneath the cap. So maybe that offseason they'll be in a spot where they can sign someone who's really good, along with have a couple young draft picks and things like that. So kind of interesting.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. And then the only other piece of that is that the Hawks might be making a play to get Anthony Davis eventually.
Okay.
Like when they made this trade, like the salaries that they got back, the CJ McCollum and all this second apron mess. But this guy, CJ McCollum, that they got back along with the other guy, if you add up a couple of their salaries, it comes out about right to be able to trade for Anthony Davis.
Why do they want Anthony Davis so bad?
Well, he's a good player and he might provide, like their defense hasn't been awesome, and he might provide some of what their defense needs, but he just got hurt. His hand or wrist just got hurt. And I just read something a minute ago that said that he may be out for kind of significant amount of time with a hand injury. So, I'm feeling like there is a little Thunder watch. The Thunder are like struggling.
Wow. What a surprise.
Yeah. They beat like the Jazz in overtime, which should not have been. Like SGA had to hit a buzzer beater to like tie the game to get it overtime. Apparently they're like missing a ton of 3-pointers. Like their average is and this all could be just like this random shooting swoon. It seems like maybe I was wrong, but I wonder if the Spurs like actually did figure something out that other teams can emulate about what ways to slow down the Thunder. They lost to someone like the Hornets. They got like creamed by the Hornets. It was I had to refresh the score like 10. I was like, wait a minute, which number goes with which team here? It was really weird. It like kind of broke my brain for a second. But anyway, I think they're going to be fine. But they're not winning at the pace that they were early in the year. Yeah.
No, they're not. So maybe not going to be the all-time winningest team.
Definitely not. I think they could only lose one more game this season in order for that to happen. And they're not really on pace to do that. So,
internet comments. I do want to respond to one.
Yeah, go.
Okay. We put out YouTube shorts out of context, which is a very bad idea because this comes across. I need to never put myself out there because my part is being the learner.
Yeah.
And it reaches basketball viewers.
Right.
People who know basketball. And then they see me being like, I think that they should call it from downtown or whatever. And they're like, what is this idiot talking about? Anyway, somebody did say that. They said, like you said, you don't know anything about basketball. Now, the response to that, I stand by what I said. Yeah. Even though I don't know anything about basketball, you watch that clip of the Suns. The Suns were
garbage.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
They did suck.
Yeah.
Like I said, they did suck. Look, I understand the love for Devin Booker.
Yeah.
So I understand like feeling bad that somebody says something bad about Devin Booker.
You of all people
Yeah.
got this. Yeah.
But like that play, like I have a feeling that if Devin Booker was here, welcome to come on anytime, Devin.
Sure.
He would also say like, we suck right there.
Not my best moment. Yeah. Yeah.
So in conclusion, I will no longer be putting shorts of me unless it has nothing to do with basketball.
I disagree with your action step. Everything you said was exactly right. Just people are going to be morons on the internet. That guy doesn't.
That's true, but I muted him.
Good. Yeah, you were right. I don't stop your analysis. We almost need like a flyer on the shorts that are like a one sentence. Like the premise of this is that she's learning about basketball.
Okay, I can put that at the top.
But that's a little bit
reductive.
Yeah, and like demeaning to you.
Yeah,
exactly.
True. But maybe I should just put like, she's a woman.
Remember, she has ovaries.
She doesn't know about sports because she's a lady.
Yeah, she can only be so smart.
Yeah.
What about the one who called me AI?
Okay.
What do you make of that?
Okay, I've been wondering, was there anything in the clip about Allen Iverson?
No.
Oh. Then I don't know.
Good take, though.
When I see AI now, because every time I see AI referring to Allen Iverson, I think like of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways.
Okay. I don't remember what I was talking about load management.
Yeah. So
Tim Duncan. I don't know what that was. Anyway.
A mystery.
Yeah. Good provocative comment.
Yeah.
Nice job, whoever you are.
Respond.
Yeah. Yeah. Email us.
Yeah.
And let us know what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. That comment didn't feel good. Your take was great.
My take, I stand by that take.
Especially in light of what we were talking about, which is that the commentators love these people.
Yes.
It was the perfect example.
Yeah. I wasn't analyzing the Suns. Like the part that seemed obvious to me was the Suns sucked. The part I was picking up on, like you said, was the comment by the commentators.
Right.
Of like, look at how good the Timberwolves are. And yes, they are good. But in that moment, that had nothing to do with the Timberwolves. It had nothing to do with them.
Cavs. But yes.
What?
Wasn't it against the Cavs?
Dang it, I thought it was against the Timberwolves.
Because it was Evan Mobley who got the dunk like at the very end. But you didn't say that last week. You said that.
I know, but just now I did.
No, you can't. So you can't use that.
I'm going to leave this in.
Yeah.
And then people will know, like again.
Respond to this.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
How can I keep the team straight?
Okay, there's so many animals and mascots. It's crazy. It's fine. All right. So you watched the first half of the game.
I did. Yeah.
Nuggets, Celtics. Let's do it.
I watched the Denver feed.
These are our teams. This only happens twice a year. No. It's a big day.
Okay, so I watched the Denver feed with Scott Hastings, Chris Marlowe, Katie Wingy was the sideline reporter.
It's like being back with old friends.
I know.
Yeah.
They are so pumped about the last game.
Yeah.
Like it was very exciting. And at this game, as you know, because you saw it, the starters were back. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown. They're back. Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown were on minutes restrictions. Jokic is still out. Tim Hardaway Jr. was back too. So things are getting back to normal. And they did win by like 1 point.
Yeah. I don't know what the final margin was, but.
Can you please explain what the Celtics were wearing?
I know. What are these?
So ugly.
No green.
Right? It was white and gold.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The Celtics had no green on them because normally they're
best uniforms in sports. I know. I know what you were going to say. I know what you were going to say. Yeah, I don't know. There's no excuse. So the white and gold jerseys are the 25-26 City Edition uniforms.
Ugh.
Nicknamed the Gold Standard.
That's
ugh.
No green?
No green. Yeah, I don't like it.
No one's going to buy those jerseys.
Significance. The design, so this is AI. The design celebrates the timeless tradition of winning. The gold representing triumph and achievement, connecting to their legacy of being the most decorated NBA franchise. Well, they're selling me a little bit. Boy. Yeah, they're not good. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Thanks.
I got some pictures of some people in the crowd. I want you to look at this guy. That's why I love the Boston crowd. Look at the guy in the red sweatshirt to the right of the fan. Just watch his face. He's like, this kid. I think my backstory for this situation is I think the guy in the red is the dad. And I think that's his kid wearing that jersey. And his kid was like, Dad, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put Drake May on the shirt and I'm going to get on the Jumbotron. And the dad was probably like, we got to go in 5 minutes. If you're not down in the car by then, I am leaving without you.
Yeah.
And the kid was like, Dad, wait, no, this is going to be funny. I'm going to I promise I'm going to get on the Jumbotron. And the dad was like, get in the car. No, you're not. This is stupid.
So 15 minutes later, the dad's in the car, just like fuming.
Fuming.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in the driveway, just like
honking the horn, probably.
I missed the whole first quarter.
Yep.
And then cuts.
And then the kid was right.
He's like, this is a great night. God damn that kid.
Yep.
This is perfect.
He's like, he was right and I was wrong. He's going to talk about this for the next 50 years.
It's got video evidence.
Yeah.
Of this. Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Zeke Naji was in.
Yeah.
And the announcer said that the game against the 76ers might have been the best game he's had in his career.
Well,
so for Zeke Naji, all you need to do is pay him a lot of money and then let him kind of develop on the bench for like 5 years.
Yes. Keep paying him.
Yep. And then put him in.
Wait till Jokic gets hurt.
Yep.
Wait till most of your team is the G League team.
Yep.
Then give him a chance, and you never know.
Time to shine.
Time to shine. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, they were tied at halftime. The announcers were saying, it's funny, the announcers spoke in a way that was like very respectful of the Celtics. I don't know. And this is true. It's not like they were respectful. It's more objective, I guess. They said defensively, the Nuggets' strategy is to control the 3-point line and avoid Jaylen Brown getting loose.
Yeah.
And that kind of boils down like the strengths of the Celtics.
Yeah, totally.
They made far fewer threes in that game than they normally do, is what they said.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the Nuggets did control the 3-point line. Boom.
Yeah, totally. This game was like very interesting because like Jaylen Brown, I think, ended with 33 points. He had a really nice game, kind of. And watching the second half of the game, this game was also on national TV.
Right.
There was like an ESPN broadcast, and Jaylen Brown has been having this season that not a lot of people predicted. He's been just awesome. You did. You're right. And a lot of his like worst tendencies had to do with kind of like dominating the ball, like just having the ball too much and trying to dribble into the paint when there are too many people there and turning it over. And the fourth quarter of this game, because it was weird. I didn't watch the first half and I didn't know how many points he had. Like it didn't come up on the screen. And I was like, oh, this was a bad Jaylen Brown game. Just watch all of his habits. He had so many turnovers, a lot of like kind of forced shots where like the defense was pretty good and he still tried to get a shot off or whatever. And when I looked at the box score, I couldn't believe how many points he had because it looked like he played so badly.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I was surprised. He did not seem like his best self in this game, but he still ended with a bunch of points.
Good job. But maybe if he was his best self, they would have won.
Yeah.
So
bad job.
I'll give him thumb sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's all I have about the game. Now it's time for the announcers.
Oh.
These guys did not move from where I put them on the chart. They're still entertaining. They said Boston plays at the slowest pace in the NBA. I don't know what they meant by that.
I would guess they mean, I think they could probably mean two things. Either they take the longest to shoot in the shot clock.
Okay.
If you have 24 seconds.
Yeah.
Or they try to score in transition as like less frequently than any other team. Transition is like when you get the ball and you rush ahead.
Yeah.
And ideally you get like an extra person in front of the defense.
Yeah.
You get like a 3-on-2 fast break or a 4-on-3 fast break or something like that. I bet it's one of those two things that when they say the Celtics play the slowest pace in the league.
Okay. They said that was a savior play by Bruce Brown.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are boxing out. How about that? And I was like, box out.
Yeah. Someone was yelling at them.
Yep. I bet there was a mom in the crowd.
Yeah.
That's just a manly man play for the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
It's Boston. They said, I don't know if you're going to have Spencer Jones in the second half, and that's going to change a few things because he had left foot soreness.
Oh.
But I thought that was like, he's really
a
contender. Like, I think he's probably going to get signed.
Or maybe they meant he's not going to hurt anyone on his own team.
I know. It could have been that. Like, that's going to change a few things for the better.
Yeah. Jamal Murray's not going to hyperextend his knee because Spencer Jones runs into him.
Yep.
Maybe. It's hard to know.
Hard to know. That's all I have about the announcers.
Okay.
Now it's time for MVP, LVP, what we've learned, and most confusing part.
Who's your MVP?
My MVP is this guy. So this game was played in Boston. There is one guy wearing a Nuggets jersey in this picture.
Oh, see?
Can you find him? He could have gotten beat up probably.
Yeah.
Or at least a beer thrown on him.
Yeah.
Who's your MVP?
Jamal Murray was amazing in this game. He had 17 assists
Whoa.
by the end of this game.
It's a really Jokic thing to do.
A real Jokic thing to do. It totally is. He's been really good this year. Really,
Yeah.
really good. They, like the championship season in the playoffs, he was incredible. And then there have been, sorry, Hannah, there have been like questions about his like kind of like his commitment during the regular season. Just like hasn't always shown up in shape or ready to play or whatever. And he's been like truly, he deserves to be an all-star this year. He's been awesome.
They're talking about that.
They are. I don't know if there's going to be room. The West is just loaded. I think he should.
Okay, LVP. The LVP is whoever staged this area for like these pre-game shoots for the Celtics.
Yeah.
So this is like the very start of the game when they're like, and from Parker, Colorado, Derek White. And they show a little like clip of them dribbling a basketball.
Okay.
Before they run out.
Yeah.
So this is not them dribbling the basketball right before they run out. This is a pre-taped thing. And I want you to look at the setup, like the background.
Oh, that's like the Between Two Ferns.
Yes. It's like they were like, look, I'm gonna go to Home Goods and just have like a little lobby area.
Yeah.
That is Home Goods. That's an LVP.
I'll go Jaylen Brown LVP. Just like the
Wow. Your MVP was a Nugget and your LVP is a Celtic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, little Mike.
How are you feeling?
Little Mike Malone of me.
Yeah, are you
I still feel pretty good.
Okay.
About their season. It's like, this is fun. It's really fun.
Okay, good.
But he was bad in the second half. He just a lot of not great decisions by him.
Maybe you just watched the wrong half.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That's my LVP.
Okay. What we learned. I learned that big is not a position. It's more of an adjective.
Yeah.
As it is in regular English. It's an adjective.
Well,
it's not one of the 5 positions.
It's not one of the 5 positions. Because like a big is a thing. That's a noun.
But you can have 2 bigs.
Right.
But you can be both. But it's not. Okay, maybe I didn't learn anything.
You're learning.
It's not a position.
Yeah.
Which I.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think you got it. I got it. I don't know what I learned.
No, I don't think you learned anything yet.
Yeah.
You'll learn in our next episode.
I'll learn in our next episode.
About Hunter Tyson.
Maybe something will come to me. Keep going.
Most confusing part. I think, what's I think my most confusing part might be the same as last week. Like, what happened with the Thunder? I think that's the confusing part. Is like, did it just shake their confidence?
Yeah.
Getting beaten by the Spurs so many times?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I always felt like sometimes when I played sports, it was just like you'd play games that just like wasn't going good.
Yeah.
You know, but I always thought that in the NBA, like that, I guess it's obvious that that's kind of a thing, but I always thought there'd be like a traceable reason then. Those guys are just too good to like, I don't know, to just start being bad all of a sudden.
Right.
Not that they're bad, but I do wonder like what's the vibe in the building or like what's going on.
I bet it's pretty bad.
My most confusing part's the jerseys. I'm with you.
Oh, yes.
There's no reason for that. That's also what I learned is that those are the city edition jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
The tradition of excellence and gold, but they should have some green in there.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great.
All right.
Well,
is that it? Did we do it?
We did it.
Good job.
Good job. Thank you for listening to Go Team Score Points. Today's episode was edited by Irish. You can reach us at goteamscorepoints@gmail.com. Join us later this week and we'll be talking about Hunter Tyson and playing a game maybe called Behind the Headlines in our episode. That's Friday episode. See you soon.